So I checked my bank account last month and literally felt sick, like physically nauseous. I had $47 left, and it was the 23rd of the month. And the worst part? I genuinely had no idea where my money went. Like, it just disappeared. I was living paycheck to paycheck, and I wasn't even doing anything crazy. I wasn't buying designer clothes or going on trips. It was just coffee here, food delivery there, a $15 subscription I forgot about, death by 1,000 tiny purchases. So I did something kind of crazy. I followed 5 stupid simple money rules for 30 days. No budgeting apps, no finance bro advice, just 5 rules. And honestly, my bank account looks completely different now. Let me show you what happened. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Name, and I make videos about actually getting your life together without it feeling impossible. And listen, I know money videos can be boring, but this isn't about stocks or crypto or whatever. This is about having enough money to go out with your friends without checking your balance in the bathroom. Real stuff. Here's the thing about money when you're in college or just starting out. Nobody actually teaches you how to handle it. Like, we learned about the mitochondria in 9th grade, but nobody explained why delivery apps are silently draining our bank accounts. And every single month, I'd tell myself, next month I'll be better. But next month would come, and I'd be in the exact same spot. Actually worse, because now I was stressed and broke. So I decided to run an experiment. What if I followed 5 brutally simple money rules for 30 days? No exceptions, no just this once. And I tracked everything to see if it actually made a difference. This one sounds dumb, but it saved me the most money. Here's how it works. If you want to buy something that's not essential, anything over like $20, you have to wait 48 hours before buying it. That's it. You can screenshot it, save it, whatever. But you can't buy it for 2 days. Week 1, I wanted this hoodie so bad. It was on sale, limited stock, the whole marketing trick. Old me would have bought it immediately. But I waited, and you know what happened? 2 days later, I completely forgot about it. Didn't even want it anymore. 7 times in the first 2 weeks. I'm not even joking. A new game, some random gadget from TikTok, a subscription box that would change my life. The 48-hour rule exposes impulse buying. Because here's the truth, most stuff we buy, we don't actually want. We just want the feeling of buying something, that little dopamine hit. In 30 days, this rule alone saved me $340. $340 on stuff I genuinely don't even remember wanting now. Now, rule number 2 is where things got interesting, because this one actually made me feel rich, even though I was spending less. I know that sounds backwards, but let me explain. Okay, so you know how every finance person tells you to budget and track every dollar? Yeah, I tried that. It lasted like 4 days before I wanted to throw my phone out the window. Here's what actually worked. I created a separate account, literally just another checking account, and called it my fun money. Every time I got paid, I'd immediately transfer $100 into it. Some weeks it was $50, some weeks it was $150, whatever I could afford. But here's the key. Once it's in the fun money account, I can spend it on whatever I want. Coffee, going out, that hoodie if I still wanted it after 48 hours, zero guilt, zero tracking. This changed everything for me because I wasn't sitting there trying to be perfect with every dollar. I had permission to enjoy my money. And weirdly, knowing I had that freedom made me way less likely to overspend everywhere else. It's like when you tell yourself you can't have something, suddenly that's all you want. But when you allow yourself to have it, the craving goes away. By week 3, I still had fun money left over from the previous week. That had literally never happened to me before. I was actually saving fun money. Who am I? Rule number 3, the subscription purge. All right, this one hurt, but it needed to happen. I sat down and went through every single subscription I had. Spotify, Netflix, that meditation app I used twice, a gaming thing, Chegg from last semester that I forgot to cancel, all of it. And I asked myself one question for each one. Have I used this in the last week? Not will I use it eventually, not but it's only $10. Have I used this in the last week? If the answer was no, canceled immediately. No, I'll cancel it next month, right then. I canceled 6 subscriptions. 6. And you know what's crazy? I didn't miss a single one, not one. That freed up $67 every single month. That's $804 a year for stuff I wasn't even using. And here's a pro tip. For the subscriptions I kept, I set calendar reminders for the day before they renew. So every month I have to consciously decide, do I still want this? It keeps you honest.
4. The 1 meal a day rule. Before you freak out, I'm not talking about an eating disorder. I'm talking about eating out 1 meal a day. Maximum. This was the hardest rule for me because I love food delivery. It's convenient, I don't have to plan, and honestly, cooking felt like too much work when I was already stressed with school. But food delivery is a trap. That $12 burrito, after fees and tip, is $19. 3 times a week, that's $228 a month on burritos. So I made a deal with myself. I could eat out once a day if I wanted to, but only once. Everything else had to be stuff I made or prepped. Week 1 was rough, not gonna lie. I meal prepped on Sunday, just basic stuff, rice bowls, pasta, nothing fancy. And yeah, it took like 2 hours, but that 2 hours saved me probably 10 hours of which should I eat decision fatigue during the week. By week 3, I was actually enjoying cooking. It became like my decompression time. Throw on a podcast, make some food, not think about assignments for 30 minutes. And the money I saved? Around $280 that month, just from being slightly more intentional about food. Rule number 5, the pay yourself first rule. This is the rule that actually changed my relationship with money. Every time money hit my account, paycheck, birthday money, random Venmo from a friend, I immediately moved 10% into savings before I paid bills, before I did anything else. 10%, that's it. Now, some months that was $30. Some months it was $80. Didn't matter. The amount wasn't the point. The habit was the point. Because here's what I realized. I was always waiting to save money after I paid for everything else, but there was never anything left after, so I was just never saving. Paying yourself first flips the script. You become the priority, not your subscriptions, not DoorDash. You. By day 30, I had $287 in my savings account. I know that's not life-changing money, but you know what? A month before, I had $0. Zero. This was $287 more than I'd ever consistently saved in my life. And it felt like proof that I could actually do this. So here's what happened after 30 days. I saved $1,100, not by making more money, not by living like a monk, just by following 5 simple rules. But honestly, the money wasn't even the biggest change. The biggest change was the anxiety. I stopped dreading checking my bank account. I stopped feeling guilty every time I spent money. I felt in control, like an actual adult. And that feeling is priceless. Look, I'm not saying these rules will work for everyone. Your life is different than mine. But if you're tired of being broke and stressed, try one of these rules for the next week. Just one. Start with the 48-hour rule. It's the easiest, and it'll show you how much money you're wasting on impulse buys. If you actually try this, drop a comment and let me know which rule you're starting with. I read every single one, and I want to hear how it goes for you. If this video helped, smash that like button. It tells YouTube to show this to more people who need it. And subscribe if you want more videos on actually getting your life together without it feeling impossible. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Let's level up together. Peace.